but it's called the Lancer. It acts as a kind of mothership for science, a set of floating laboratories. But a lot of the science here takes place on the ice. Teams of researchers fanning out across this white wilderness to gather data on everything from the state of the ice, the snow, the ocean below, and the atmosphere above, all part of building up a picture of how this region is changing. Now, there are real dangers with doing this research. One of them is polar bears. We saw one of these great animals as we flew here by helicopter. So anytime anyone is out on the ice away from the ship, someone has to carry a flare gun and a rifle to keep watch for those polar bears. Another threat is that this ice is rather mobile. It looks rock solid, but it's shifting all the time. So people have to keep a very close lookout to check that the surface beneath their feet isn't just crumbling. So although the scientists have their instruments scattered across the ice, often in these little huts and tents behind me, they have to be ready at a moment's notice to rush back on board to stay safe. This has happened several times since the expedition began in January, and since it runs until the summer, that's bound to happen again.
Our science editor David Shookman there reporting from the Arctic. Now a reminder of our top story this lunchtime. The Conservatives dismiss as nonsense claims that David Cameron admitted to Nick Clegg that he wouldn't get an overall majority in the general election. That's all from us. Now on BBC One, it's time for the news where you are from me. Good afternoon.
And now the news for the East Midlands. I'm Emily Anderson. A parliamentary candidate has revealed he's HIV positive and has spoken out about the need for properly funded HIV treatment on the NHS. The Green candidate for Broxtowe, David Kerwin, says he's gone public to highlight the lack of consistent provision. Victoria Hicks reports.
David Kerwin was first diagnosed as HIV positive whilst living in Brighton, where he says his treatment was brilliant. He says he's gone from being gravely ill to healthy and back at work in a demanding job. Now the Green Party candidate for Broxtowe, he claims treatment varies widely across the country.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to be with you.
Today, campaigning in Hucknall, Labour's Shadow Health Secretary Andy Burnham says there needs to be better healthcare provision for HIV-positive patients.
I hear from experts in HIV that the services have become too fragmented since the reorganisation of the NHS, and that patients are left going from this place to that, and there's not the coordination anymore that there used to be. So there does need to be a new focus in the next Parliament on, of course, funding, but also better organisation of HIV services.
The Green Party says HIV infection rates continue to rise, but austerity cuts have reduced the availability of treatments for many outside the main cities. Victoria Hicks, BBC East Midlands Today, Nottinghamshire.
And here are all the candidates standing in the Broxtowe constituency. There are 6 of them. Polling day for the general election is on Thursday. Police are investigating the unexplained death of a woman at a flat in Leicester. The body was discovered in Mayfield Road yesterday lunchtime. A post-mortem examination has proved inconclusive. Further tests will be carried out. No one has been arrested. Police say they're growing increasingly concerned for the safety of a 15-year-old girl who's gone missing from Nottingham. Malika El-Kaddouri was last seen on Saturday morning, but did ring her family yesterday to say she'd be coming home. However, she hasn't been seen or heard from since. Officers are appealing for witnesses. Notts County fans are coming to terms with the club's relegation from League One. The Magpies were beaten 3-1 at Gillingham yesterday, with 3 late goals from the hosts sealing their fate. It means they'll now play in the lowest tier of the Football League.
1-0 up at 89 minutes, end up 3-1 down, absolutely.
Team's not good enough. This is the worst team I've seen in 25 years watching Notts.
League 2 next season. Pompey away, here we come.
Let's play Burton Albion. Oh, yeah. No, let's not play Burton Albion. Let's Mansfield Town.
Everybody was on the phones, checking the scores. It wasn't good.
Says it all, mate. Says it all, bro.
Heartbroken.
Nearly 1,000 reenactors from across the UK are in Newark today. They're marking the opening of the National Civil War Museum in the town. More than £5 million has been spent on building the country's first museum, which documents Britain's deadliest conflicts. The reenactors will play out sieges that Newark endured during the Civil War.
There'll be a parade of dignitaries. We're doing wreath laying, and there'll be prayers for the dead of the civil wars of the 17th century and through to today. There'll be drilling and parading and musket volleys, so it'll be a spectacular scene within the historic town.
The company which made the shawl for the new royal princess says it's seen a huge surge in orders since she made her appearance. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge showed off their baby daughter in a shawl knitted by family firm G.H. Hurt & Son. It also made the one used for Prince George when he was born. The company, based in Chilwell, says it's been working hard over the last 36 hours to meet demand from around the world. Time for a look at the weather now. So, Anna, how's the bank holiday shaping up?
Not too bad at all, Emily. It's been a beautiful morning and we will see plenty of hazy sunshine through this afternoon. It should stay dry as well before rain arrives this evening. So not bad at all. There has been a little bit of patchy cloud around through this morning. That's easing, and then we're just left with quite a hazy afternoon, but plenty of warm sunshine to be had. Temperatures reaching a high of 16 Celsius. So going into this evening then, the cloud really starts to increase. The winds strengthen, turning quite gusty with a southwesterly wind, and then the rain arrives. Heavy, persistent rainfall at times as we go through the night, but that holds nighttime temperatures up at 10 Celsius. Tomorrow morning then, the rain with some of us first thing, then we're left with a scattering of showers, could be quite heavy at times through the morning. These showers tend to ease, but still one or two possible during the afternoon, but we're left with some nice long sunny spells. But it is a blustery afternoon with that strengthening southwesterly wind, so temperatures a little bit lower, feeling just a little bit cooler. Wednesday, another day of sunshine and showers, still windy on Wednesday. The winds ease Thursday, but it looks like a drier day also.
That's all from the lunchtime team. Don will be here at 6:45. Until then, have a lovely bank holiday afternoon.
Good afternoon. It may be a bank holiday Monday, but the weather's doing